Hello and welcome. My name is Tom Shima, and today is Sunday, July 26th. Last time on Persona A Day, we made it to the final day of school before our summer vacation begins. It was so exciting to get to that point. The whole school was abuzz with that plan for just how much fun summer's going to be. The track team advisor stopped by my classroom at the end of the day and mentioned that we have a rather important track meet coming up on August 2nd. The team plans to do some special training next week. So I've got that to look forward to and to plan for to spend some time next week. After that brief visit, I spent the rest of my afternoon with Yuko. We continued training those elementary school students. It was a really good time, and by the end of it, we increased the strength social link to rank 6. From there, I headed back to the dorm, and as evening began, we were treated to another scene between Aragaki and that mysterious trio. The tattooed man, the girl in the white dress, and the guy in the green jacket. They wanted to let Aragaki know that they did some research into the information he provided them about our plans to put an end to the Dark Hour, and they were able to confirm he was telling the truth. They provided him with more of whatever those pills are that they've been giving him, and they let him know that their views and ours can no longer coexist, and they plan to do something about us. Aragaki sounded a bit concerned about that, but they said he shouldn't have anything to worry about because he has no ties to us, and he also said as much and doesn't plan to get involved. It sounds like whatever this trio is up to, they don't want to deal with us anymore. We don't know what that's going to mean, but that is definitely something to be considering as we go forward. Back at the dorm, when I arrived home, Ken Amada was there. We'd heard that he was going to be staying with us this summer, and yesterday was his arrival day. He was very proper and introduced himself to all of us again, and sounded like he's excited to spend some time with us this summer. And we're excited to have him as well. We're not going to be telling him anything about the Dark Hour just yet, though, despite him having the potential to use a persona, because we don't know how we're going to involve him or if we're going to involve him in any of this. With the rest of the evening, the team and I decided to head to Tartarus during the Dark Hour. We were able to explore a newly unblocked area, continue our climb. It was also the debut of Aigis, our newest team member. It was great to see what she was capable of doing. We made it all the way up to floor 77, defeated that floor guardian, and I was able to have some personal growth as well. I gained a new characteristic where I can do additional damage when I target enemy weaknesses, and I can now hold 12 personas as well. So it was a really good night as a team. We made some good solid progress, got back to the dorm, and got to bed to start off our summer vacation. So I will get us over to the game, and we will see just what happens in today's episode of Persona A Day. Okay, so here we are. This is the end of Saturday. We were just finishing up our time during the Dark Hour, just on our way back to the dorm. It was great to see Aigis' abilities to level Mitsuru up. We found a new part of Tartarus, a great clock structure that was actually able to really help level the two of them up. By spending some Twilight Fragments, I was able to basically jump them to catch up with everybody. So actually now it's Junpei and Akihiko who are a little bit behind, but that's really kept everybody in line, and it really made yesterday's progress feel that much better. You can see right now we've got 80,000 yen, plus we've got a good variety of things to sell. So I feel good about coming in tomorrow, hopefully, and being able to take advantage of the sale at Officer Kurosawa's to really get us outfitted for this segment of the climb. So let's head back to the dorm and get into Sunday. Yeah, I was a little worried coming into Tartarus yesterday, but the team was able to handle it just fine. So that was great, and here we are on Sunday. Summer vacation begins today. What a feeling, right? Just to know that your time is yours. You've made it through all the work. This is kind of that reward for the effort you put in. It's that time to actually take a break or to focus on the other things that you want to focus on, ideally, or the things you need to focus on. But to not have to juggle the school and academic responsibilities alongside it, other than whatever studying and homework you still need to accomplish. Starting the day nice and early with a call. Or messages, I should say. Ooh. Chihiro and Bebe. Sorry to bother you. Hello, it's Fushimi. Would you like to go somewhere together? Sorry for the short notice. If you have some time and are interested, please let me know before the end of the afternoon. Thank you. And Bebe, are you free? Hello, we have today off. I want to go out, Tom Dono. Okay, I will keep that in mind. It'd be nice to see both of them. I mean, I saw Bebe the other day, and that was a really fun time at the fashion club and getting some sweets afterwards and talking to him a bit more. It's been too long since I've seen Chihiro, so it would be nice to spend some time there, but I'm going to kind of keep my options open and see what what other choices we have just to see what's out there. Nothing against Chihiro. I'm definitely going to keep her in mind as well, but I want to see the whole picture before I focus in on any part of it. With it being Sunday, that probably means we get to do some shopping, maybe, at Tanaka's Amazing Commodities. Yeah. What better way to start a Sunday? Well, let's do the important stuff of checking our phone first before we move on to the next actual path point of the day. Innocent Sin Online, new message from Maya. It really is especially motivating for me to want to continue the storyline with Maya, considering where we left off last week. And that's usually been my Sunday go-to, and there's a really good chance that's going to continue today. Hop online, let's play together. Especially considering the narrative points we learned about last week, where the developers of Innocent Sin Online said that they plan to close the game and to cease operating in the near future. It seems like, as a gamer, especially with your game closing, you want to put in as much time as you can with what's left of it, with the people that are there, and with the game itself. I mean, it's an MMORPG, so there's that role-playing story side of things that once it goes dark, you don't get to continue. So there's got to be that rush of just trying to see and experience as much of it as you can, your character's journey, especially alongside friends like Maya. So knowing all that, I mean, that's just, like I say, further motivation for thinking that's how I'll probably want to spend today, but we'll see. And of course, an ad from Wakatsu. Are you eating well? Keeping a well-balanced diet nourishes your brain, which in turn can improve your studies. We prepare great food with all our hearts just for you. Remember, a healthy brain stems from healthy food. Wakatsu's got your back. Wouldn't be bad to go and actually get a meal at some point, sometime, but there's been so many other things to fill my time with that too busy to find time for a meal, right? Not a good thing to do. Don't actually do that. But I've got a tentative plan to do some online gaming today, but a definite plan to watch Tanaka's Amazing Commodities to start things off. Let's enjoy it. An irritatingly catchy song comes from the speakers.
It's Amazing Commodities!
Hello, everyone. Welcome to the home shopping show, Tanaka's Amazing Commodities. I'm your host, Tanaka, with a live presentation of my amazing commodities. We'll show you great products at unbeatable prices, so don't touch that dial because you won't want to miss these.
I'm going to do it!
Today we're introducing Part 2 of the designer brand set. It was so popular the first time around that we brought it back, better than ever.
Good, good.
First up, we have the brand wallet. Not only is this stylish, it makes the perfect gift. Oh my goodness, it's wonderful. But wait, there's more.
Not bad, kid.
We'll throw in this. Perfume, too. Guess how many? 1. All this for just 6,980 yen. This is a special, limited product available today only. You heard right, today only. Should I buy the brand wallet set for 6,980 yen? It's a tough call. I'm not exactly sure if I'm going to have much use for a brand wallet or perfume. I can definitely afford the 7,000 yen. That's not the problem, but... Well, I mean, actually, I might be able to offset some of that just by selling some of the things I came back with Tartarus. I remember last time around, we bought some roses and some chocolate, I think it was, and we ended up needing those roses for something, if I remember right. I'm kind of drawing a blank on what specifically that was, but it seems like that was one of those things that came around last time we purchased something like this. So, it's something I can afford. It might surprise me and have some utility going forward, so maybe... Yeah. Why not, right? Can't take the money with you. Gotta enjoy it. I bought the brand wallet set for 6,980 yen.
Thanks, kid.
Next time, we'll be introducing an assorted summer drink set. Don't miss it. That's it for today. We're all sold out. Sorry, folks.
Bye-bye.
We'll see you next Sunday, same time, same channel. The shopping program is over. All right. Whether or not that was an actually good purchase remains to be seen, but I don't feel like I'm regretting it yet. No, none of that buyer's remorse just yet. So let's save the game. Let's do that. And yeah, we've kind of talked about probably doing some online gaming today, but I'm going to head downstairs and talk to everybody as well, but let's also just take that look and see what other people did with their day. 99% did social links. Chihiro, Maya, the old couple, and Suimitsu. Nice to see that Suimitsu is available on days like today, so maybe we will be able to spend that time I was hoping for during our summer break here. But yeah, looking at everybody else going social links. Everyone's average level in floors explored is a little higher than mine. My average level's right around 29 or 30, and our floors explored, we made it to 77 yesterday, so I'm not too far behind, but I'm going to need more time in Tartarus in the near future, so who knows about tonight. We have, as you can see up in the right corner there, 11 days until the full moon, so that's going to be here before we know it. It's going to be really nice to get over to Officer Kurosawa's sale tomorrow and just get the entire team updated on gear. Or as much as I can afford, anyway. Prices have definitely gone up. And I've got more money now than I've had for a while, but it still could be more. I did do a little bit of shopping yesterday. I bought some armor for Aigis and picked up some stuff from the antique store for Mitsuru and I. So it's not that we're coming in totally, needing to update everybody on everything, but there are some important pieces we'll need to buy. And, doing that on sale is definitely the best way to go. Yeah, let's head downstairs and talk to people, and then... Do I have a hermit persona? I did, but I fused it away. That's okay. Maybe I can make one. If not, I can summon one. I guess it's one of those, I'm not sure I necessarily need to have it, but it's always nice to have that matching persona just to get as much out of the social interaction as I can. I've got some tomatoes on the roof, too. I know those... I think they've got 3 or 4 more days, but not often we can get up on the roof during the daytime, so let's take a look up here. See that nice bright summer sky. Makes us feel good once we get back inside. 7:28, so 2 more days. All right. Junpei and I tended to those last week sometimes, so we're supposedly going to see a bit more of a harvest from them. That'll be good. Stop in here and get cleaned up and head downstairs. See if we can catch the tail end of Phoenix Ranger Featherman R, or possibly the news, and talk to whoever's around. I wonder where Aigis is today. This is her first weekend back at back with us here at the dorm. They were talking about getting a room set up for her on the girls' floor. I'm not sure if that ever came to fruition yet. They don't really seem to like us poking around up here, so I haven't really gone door to door, looking and making sure. Probably shouldn't do that today either. Once it's known, they'll let me know. Oh, and there's Ken. Yeah, he moved in for the summer with us as starting yesterday. He was going to be the only one staying at the elementary school dorm, so we figured it was going to be more fun for him to spend some time with some other people, so we brought him here. He also has the same potential that we do to use personas, but being that he's only an elementary schooler and we don't want to put anybody in any undue danger, we haven't looked into incorporating him into the team yet. So as such, we haven't told him anything about the Dark Hour. Aigis-san is a robot, right? I remember commenting about this yesterday and kind of wondering, even though we're not telling Ken anything about the Dark Hour, it seemed pretty hard to hide the fact that Aigis was a robot from him, so I guess this follows up that question I had from then. You really can't tell whenever she wears normal clothes like we do. The Kirijo group must be super powerful to have invented a robot like her. That is definitely a fair point. Kind of surprising that everybody over here is... Well, actually, everybody is here today. Wow. Kind of unusual. So many of the last few Sundays, everybody's been out doing other things. Maybe that just speaks of how hot it is out today. It's a good day to just stay inside and stay out of all that. It doesn't look like anybody's got anything new to talk about, so I'll let them enjoy their day without me bugging them. With the exception of Ken, since he did have something he looked like he wanted to say. Let's see what's on TV. Okay, good. It's been a while since we got to see one of these trailers. On the next episode of Phoenix Ranger Featherman R. Episode 23, here comes a new challenger. Ninja Locust arrives. And before the news begins, Feather Condor has a message for you all. Ooh, fancy. Hey guys, there are some grim-looking folks out there, but you viewers are okay, right? After all, you got me looking out for you, so don't worry, we'll meet again next week. I like that. That really feels like that old, extra cartoon message, those public service sorts of things. But the really cool thing as those target audience, the kid viewers, it's like, wow, Phoenix Ranger Condor, he's talking to me about what's going on in my world, and he's there protecting us and keeping us safe. Very cool stuff. On to today's news. We turn off the TV. So yeah, I want to head out. I'm going to sell the things I brought home from Tartarus just to kind of restock that wallet a little bit. Might make it easier to conceptualize what I can actually afford on Monday, tomorrow. Assuming I can actually even do some shopping. It's really hard to know. I mean, I've got kind of a general game plan for where I see my day going, but it doesn't always work out just that way. That's life. Well, let's start over here at the strip mall and just see what's going on there. Maybe stop by the Net Cafe and see if they've got anything new for sale. Take the train down to Port Island Station, then just kind of sweep my way back up and around. Hey, there's Junpei. I really thought... Oh, it was Akihiko on the other side of the room. So I'll talk to Junpei while we're here. And these apathy syndrome folks, I guess I can subject you to all of them again. Junpei, can you give me something easier to voice? Yeah. Amada, huh? I don't know what it is about that kid, but my Junpei senses are going crazy around him. Either he's a little punk, or he's way more mature than I am. I don't know, man. Is it just me? I've always kind of wondered about times like this. I mean, I remember reading that line yesterday, but it was definitely marked with blue today, so it's still on Junpei's mind, and it's still bugging him. And we're seeing more apathy syndrome people around. Stop in here and again enjoy some air conditioning. Nothing to buy today, which actually doesn't really bother me. I mean, it would be kind of nice to have something to purchase, but not having to spend the money on anything there, and knowing that I've completed all of the currently available things from that location, those are all nice factors. I was gonna stop by the station side of things too. So we'll go back here and cross the street properly. Yeah, nobody here seems to want to talk. I was going to stop by this vending machine again, though, and just see if the out-of-stock things that we learned are actually in stock have been restocked, if that makes any sense. They have. I mean, 10 speed all allies. That's not a lot, but in a pinch, it could be important, and it's only 200, and I can only buy one. So yeah, let's pick up another 4-biotic pack. And we'll take the train over to the other station and continue on with our day. Definitely feels all the busier on a Sunday with the prospect of summer being here now, not just around the corner, but we are on break now. Yeah, that. Screenshot, again, it's Sunday. They're too busy to get a ticket, it looks like. I could work there, but got social links. Nobody to talk to here. We'll check out the outskirts for a moment or two here. Mew to the energetic cat, wherever he is. And hello to the timid cat. And the delinquents. Hello, delinquents. Looks like the housewives have some talking. And the gourmet king is here. Happy summer vacation, Your Majesty. We'll have to spend more time together, the two of us, this summer. Housewives. Our kids are off on their summer vacation. I'm exhausted for making their meals every day. One of the women in my neighborhood says she pre-cooks massive amounts of udon. Then she rotates between sesame dressing, ponzu, and shredded daikon, so it always tastes differently. I figure we housewives need summer vacation too, so I decided to copy her method. A lot to be said for the preparation there, and accomplishing the tasks in a way that people like, and is as efficient as possible. Nothing wrong with any of that. Yep, a lot more apathy syndromes out there. You kind of probably noticed I'm doing a different direction than we normally take around here. Nobody new is lost in Tartarus. That's a good thing. We can get our shopping done here first. You'd best be equipped for all contingencies. It's anyone's guess what could happen. If there's anything you don't need, I can take it off your hands. As a matter of fact, I do have some things. Wow, 7,000 for that rustic coin. I was really glad Elizabeth had that note about completing that request yesterday because it would have been really easy to just overlook that and sell it here and then have to go find another one.
Wanna sell in bulk?
19,000. Very good.
All right, I'll take that.
92,229. Gotta love those, forward and backwards, same numbers there. Yeah, we're not doing any shopping today because it's not on sale yet, but we're gonna need some armor.
What are you looking for?
Those army vests. I mean, we made the plate mail, or we got that from the antique store the other day. But yeah, everybody else is going to be a nice jump in defense. From typically the master's garments up to the army vest here.
I have no idea what you're fighting out there. Just don't get in over your... What are you looking for?
And same with footwear here. Actually, yeah, I found these floaty sandals yesterday. That was a nice find. Again, it's one less thing to have to purchase. But we're going to get another nice boost in evasion as well. Looks like, 9 points here? Give or take, depending on what we're upgrading. And actually, somebody like Junpei here with these max safety shoes.
I suggest picking
I'm
something
not sure I'm going to replace those with him because the max safety shoes give that plus 50 HP, which is a very nice bonus, especially for someone like him who relies on HP to cast a lot of his abilities. So he might hold on to those max safety shoes. Ooh, that's going to be a really nice update for Igus.
Got some new things in stock.
You do, yes. And I made a nameless katana the other day. That's actually not bad. I can hold on to that. It does slightly less attack, but not enough to warrant dropping probably close to 10,000 when it's on sale.
That what you want? Take your time.
Yeah, and I guess, we know that it's going to be there. If I'm going to be shopping through these tomorrow, I guess we don't need to really look that closely at them today, but...
You finished?
I am.
Come back soon.
Let's stop and talk to Elizabeth here for a second. I don't think there should be any new requests. Yep, there are not.
Very well, then.
We've seen a little bit today. Let's catch our save up and head into the Velvet Room here. I'm looking to either fuse, ideally fuse, or potentially summon a hermit persona for today's social link. And I know I could buy the lower tier of hermit and it would get the same social link benefit, but it would be nice just to have a more appropriately leveled one as an ingredient for a fusion of some capacity. But if I can just make one here, that would just be all kinds of good too. Everything should be registered.
I see.
Yep, other than these two that weren't any better than what's already registered.
Now then.
Well then, shall we take a look?
Not so much. There were two, those two I didn't fuse though. What would they have fused into?
Choose the
Principality and
persona
Hypixie.
You would like to
They would have become Narcissus, the lovers. I guess I could fuse them and see what they would fuse into.
Well then, shall we take a look?
Hypixie would also be used to make Kushi Mitama there. We probably won't be seeing the art club for a little while now. I've got no lovers, social link or star.
Take all the time you need to consider.
What would it cost me to just summon one?
Please take a look.
14,000. That's a not insignificant amount, but
Does that persona catch your eye? Please take a look.
it does have some good abilities to pass along, and it was a good one to keep on hand. It's got some good resistances. Yeah.
Is this acceptable? May it be your inner strength. Very well. We look forward to your next...
It'll help my time with Maya today, and it'll be a good ingredient to fuse into something else going forward. So it's a good use of my money, I think. It's a little bit of money I didn't really want to spend before the sale, but who knows? Maybe we'll have a chance to get back to Tartarus again tonight. See about that. I'm out of ingredients here at my Oedo Antique, so I can't make any new things, but I can still stop in and say hello to the antique store owner here. She seems to be doing some kind of research, so I hope your research is going well. You've got a nice store, and I appreciate the help from the other day. I'll continue to rely on you.
Is that all you need?
It is.
Hope to see you soon.
And I can't not say hi to the pharmacist as well.
Right.
We did a little bit of shopping yesterday to catch up our medicine, so I'm glad I was able to stock up yesterday, Mr. Pharmacist. I appreciate it, and I'm going to continue to rely on you.
Done already?
It was a short visit, but yes.
Thanks.
Usually Game Parade on Saturdays is the collection of 3 games. Looks like it holds true this week. Punch Boxer, Real Wheel Racer, and Edgar's House of Fortunes. All good games, but not what I'm looking for today. So we've got one more stop on the way back to the dorm. It'd be really nice to get back in and get somewhere a little bit cooler. But while we're here, we can just kind of take this bit of a break for a minute. Maybe grab a drink, clear our minds, and just enjoy the sacred tree. It's a huge tree. So let's take a brief break. Okay, how's everybody feeling? Was that a good little break? Alright, I thought so too. So let's feel re-energized to move on with the day then. It's so weird coming back in and seeing everybody else had that same idea of just kind of staying local today, not going out. Or maybe they all got out before I did and they made it back early. Either way, we're all here now, other than Junpei, who's out enjoying his time, but everybody seems like they're enjoying their time, so that's really all one could ask for to start off summer. We already talked about where we left off with Maya, just kind of in casual passing there, but let's read up here. We're at rank 9 already, so we are really close on this storyline. Maya learned that the servers for our game will be shut down. She intends to send a complaint to the company to protect the world she finds important. I guess I didn't really mention that side of it. We'd heard that the game is closing, and of course we're not happy about that, partially because we're losing our game, but the other side of that too is just because this is our chance, this is where we met, this is where we've interacted and how we really know each other. It doesn't change the fact that we have formed a bond between the two of us outside of the game, but the game is the bridge that connects us right now, so losing that is just kind of an extra challenge. We could still meet up, we talked about that, there's the potential for that, or to start a different game together, but it's still not exactly the same as it was. And she wasn't happy about that, and was trying to appeal to the developers by sending a copy of our chat logs just to show the real connections that people made in the game, to try to motivate them to change their mind about closing the game. I think we both kind of thought that was an unlikely to do anything sort of gesture, but it felt almost like that better than doing nothing kind of thing. We can look back on that and say, well, we tried. We didn't just give up. We did something about it. Even if it was small, it wasn't nothing. Yeah, with the game closing in some amount of time, we don't have a specific deadline. It seems like, again, like I said earlier, the best time to make the most of what we do have left. So, for the afternoon, I'm going to spend some time playing Innocent Sin Online with Maya. I picked up a good persona. Yeah, it doesn't look like we're going to get any closer necessarily, so this should just be a nice bit of time to enjoy the game world while we still have it. To have fun together, to chat, to quest, to do whatever one does in this game, and just enjoy it while it's still there. But that still sounds like a lot of fun. We've said before, this character is definitely a gamer, so another great way to start off our summer this way. Let's play the MMORPG until dark. Nice to also just have this casual session. It's not anything deep or emotional, it's just a fun Sunday. Chatting, gaming, and just being gamers. I'm in Shinagawa Dungeon. I see Maya. I chatted with Maya for a while. Bond between us is growing. Alright. Next chance we get, this might be. But it was a fun day today. It's almost dark. I decided to log off and leave my room. Hope the rest of the team's having as good a day.
Oh, hello.
Get any studying done? Nope, not especially. Come to think of it, have you heard about B-Blue? I'm going to call it B-Blue V for the remaining playthrough, unless other people correct me. I've said before, I've never been sure exactly how to approach that, if that's supposed to be the letter V or the Roman numeral 5. I've never heard it said aloud, I've only seen it written, so it is what it is. It's a shop at the Polonia Mall, but there's rumor that you can talk to spirits there. Sounds a little sketchy, huh? I wonder what kind of shop it is. Sounded like it was the place we can go to have our allies remember abilities that had been previously forgotten. Kind of that nice fail-safe in case I end up removing an ability that turns out it would have been better to have kept on hand. Currently, I'm happy with what we have ability-wise, so I don't see the need to make any changes, but good to know that that's out there. I don't think it's today. I think it's the 29th that the fridge is cleaned out. But I've got this lukewarm taiyaki that's probably really lukewarm right now since I've had it for weeks now. 7:29. All right. We were able to complete a request for Elizabeth by having a chilled taiyaki, so I don't really necessarily need to get anything out of there, but it was a good healing item as well, so kind of nice to have another. Well, appreciate Fuka letting me know where she is, but we've got some ads first. The wait is over. The Weekend Wild Duck set is finally here. Plus, your free drink that comes with the set will have extra ice. Peck away, Wild Ducklings. Secret recipes? Mysterious ingredients? Do you have the guts to go Wild Duck? Last time I tried to go to Wild Duck, the place was too crowded, which was kind of a bummer, but that opened up other opportunities. Wakatsu's got a limited set. Today we're serving up our special limited dish, only for our regulars, a full-course seafood set meal available at a reasonable price. We hope you'll all try it. Remember, a healthy brain stems from healthy food. Wakatsu's got your back. And Fuka. I'll be at the couch on the second floor today. If you'd like to go to Tartarus, please look for me there. It doesn't sound bad to get back to Tartarus. We made some good progress the other night getting to floor 77. And finding that great clock to level both Mitsuru and Aigus up to the same level I am really helped. So next off, it'd be kind of nice to swap out. It's been so nice to have Yukari on hand just for that emergency healing side of things. It's really hard to want to pull her out of the party until she gets too far ahead of everybody else. But probably swapping Mitsuru and Aigus for Junpei and Akihiko would make the most sense. Well, actually, it'd probably make the most sense to swap Yukari and whichever of these two has the most experience, just to keep everybody balanced that way. But that kind of forces me off. Well, yeah, maybe I should do that. I guess, we'll see if we even go to Tartarus tonight, but it doesn't sound like a bad thing if other people are available and interested. I'm not seeing a lot of people around. Maybe I will stop up and talk to Fuka and just check everybody's availability first. Oh. Speaking of everybody, there's a lot more of our team. All with different things to say, it looks like. And I see Mitsuru has the chance to be a reading buddy again tonight. So let's take a look and see how everybody spent their night. Still, another trip to Tartarus doesn't sound bad to try to get a few more resources around for tomorrow's sale with Officer Kurosawa, especially considering that persona I summoned today. And we've only got 11 days until the full moon, so it would be nice to put in a little bit of work now to not have to rush and, need to do it next time. Well, let's see what other people did. Ooh. Mutatsu-san had 11% of people's focus. Daily life was a whopping 77%, and only 12% made their way over to Tartarus. Rescued a cat. It wouldn't be bad to read with Mitsuru again. That was a lot of fun the other time, but yeah, the more I talked about going to Tartarus again, it just kind of sounds nice to continue that. So let's check everybody's availability, and I might still head out into town just to take one more look around before we go. Well, let's talk as well while we're here.
Okay, then.
If this country falls apart, what will happen then? Would a war or something break out? I probably shouldn't think too hard on this. We're fighting to prevent that from happening. I'm not sure what discussions they were having, but it sounds deep. Okay, everyone can go tonight. That's huge, important information. kind of another point for me considering going tonight, too.
Yeah.
The country is made up of its people. So if the number of the lost keeps growing, then the whole country will eventually collapse. There's so much riding on our shoulders. But an interesting way to look at it, I don't disagree. It really, does frame our motivation differently.
Wait, seriously?
Again, I feel that connection with Junpei's responses because, yeah, damn, I never thought of that. If that happens, how will I shop at the convenience store? Okay, that part wasn't my first thought, but that's not a wrong thought either.
Hey, listen.
I guess the concept is too big for your brain to comprehend. You're an idiot, you know that? She's so harsh sometimes. It's kind of unfair to Junpei. I guess
I have a theory.
I have conducted a simulation to predict the outcome. First of all, the lost are a strain on society since they drain resources but are unable to contribute anything. These individuals will also require caretakers, increasing strain on our workforce in other areas of society.
I speculate.
With fewer and fewer people working, society's growth will plummet. Eventually, this country will no longer be able to sustain itself. The end, as people say. Huh. It's not a cheery thought. So rather than think about that, let's take a walk. No, it's good to be aware of important details like that, but I'm not watching the news tonight. I'm not exactly sure what I'm out to see. Yeah, I'm not going to be doing any shopping. I guess I could step in Club Escapade and just see if the URL dealer's got anything new information-wise. We can enjoy this great music. Actually, yeah, the fortune teller and the fortune teller friend and the fortune teller fanatic, they've all got new information. Now tell me, what shall it be? Would you like to know your fortune? I want to know my future. Then let us begin. I see a girl. She stands between light and dark, life and simulacrum. She falters, as if not knowing on which side she belongs. She is trying to tell you something. Can you hear her words? Let us hope that you find fortune in your destiny. Well, as far as fortunes go, that really sounds like that would apply to Igus in our life, as the edge between human and simulacrum. She's obviously got some sort of message that I need to keep an ear out for. And this feels a lot less like that placebo effect we've talked about, since it does more specifically relate definitely to someone in our party. And I'm sure any person looking into fortune telling can say that, oh, this message was tailored specifically for me because they said something specifically to me about something. But we've seen this fortune teller have good success in other areas, so I'm more inclined to give credence to what she says. Amazing. I've got a few things I'd like to find out too. Maybe I should ask her. Yeah, she was so skeptical before, but it really sounds like she's starting to come around. I lost a ring in my room, and the other fortune teller couldn't find it. But when I asked Mama, she told me where it was on the first try. I couldn't believe my eyes when I found it. It felt like a dream. Yeah, I mean, experiences like that will definitely make you question things or just wonder a little bit.
Have a look for yourself.
All caught up here as well, so that's still nice to see.
Pleasure.
Means I'm not missing out on anything. Nobody else has anything. I don't know if I've really looked up this way to experience the view across the room from down here. Mutatsu-san, good to see you. One of these days we'll have to get back together again. Won't be today. I thought about getting my fortune told to try to have more rare shadows spawn, but I want to get a little bit stronger first and climb that little bit further so we can really spend more of our time climbing and trying to encounter as many of the rare ones as we can. Yeah, let's make our way back to the dorm, meet up with Fuka, and again head to the tower tonight. 2 nights in a row, but kind of hoping to continue to ride that success I felt yesterday. Yeah, let's go to Tartarus. Seems kind of weird going against the trend with everybody else, as only 12% of people went tonight, but this is our story and our journey, so we're not trying to min-max anything, we're trying to play what makes sense to our world, and I feel like this makes sense for us.
Yes.
Alright then, let's meet in the usual place. I'll let the others know. See you there. It was so nice last month feeling ahead of the curve and getting everybody geared up properly and getting some good levels underneath us. So yeah, it's kind of what I'm looking for tonight as well, to get a little bit of money, to make shopping easier tomorrow, to get that equipment, to climb as far as we can today. I mean, I'm not sure where the next barrier floor is. I'm sure it's still a ways off since we only beat the first set of Guardians, but we made some good progress yesterday, and it'd be just nice to keep doing that. Yeah, Tartarus appears to have a special little guest today. Between its jaws, it clenches a fragment that emits a curious blue light. Should your curiosity get the best of you, perhaps it'd be best to pay this guest a visit. I believe it will likely be on floor 72. Well, off you go. Well, we can't not explore that option. Floor 72. It's a little bit of a backtrack for where we were, but we're going to be swapping out our party, and actually do that now while we're talking about that. I want Junpei and Akihiko to come along since they need to catch up level-wise a little bit. Let's take a look at everybody's overall... Oh, she's so close to leveling up again. Yeah. And how about you, Yukari? 1605. Actually, that means... What does that mean? Okay, yeah, I guess and Yukari are actually pretty close level-wise to leveling up about the same time. Well, I guess for now, let's... Which of you needs experience more? Let's go with that instead. 31, 30. Okay, we want Akihiko with us. So maybe for now, I will drop Aigis and pick up Akihiko. And then once Mitsuru levels up to 31, we can drop her and bring in Junpei. Yeah. Yeah? Yeah, I think that'll work. I like this team, too. This offers a lot of good elemental coverages, good healing, that good balance of healing and elemental coverage out of Akihiko specifically. He's got some good damage output. He's that good all-around type. I guess kind of the same logic as yesterday. I'm not going to look to fuse anybody right away in case I'm able to find that Lover's Persona and gain that little bit of extra experience from fusions. But I can pick up 2 Persona along the way since I gained that new ability to have 12 Persona yesterday. Or no, from now on, I gained the ability yesterday. So we're headed for floor 72. We've got our team sorted out. I've saved the game. Let's head on up. And yeah, we'll probably be looking for a one-way teleporter to get us back down to the first floor because it's kind of a climb to get from 68 to 77 again there. And it would be kind of nice to make actual upward progress. But this is also kind of that nice chance to experience the lower side of this new section with the rest of the team at their slightly lower levels. To get them caught up without jumping right into the harder fights that they're not quite as high level for.
Best to stay on your toes here.
Yeah, this is a whole new area now, so like I've said yesterday, it's kind of that different feel of different corners and things and sight lines to try to get used to. I've got this ambush ability where if I build up enough speed,
The atmosphere here has changed drastically.
I can attack an enemy even from the front and still get that preemptive strike.
All right, we have the advantage.
These are weak to striking. Yes, indeed they are.
Have to try something else.
You know, I really don't need... I can just attack them. Akihiko's pretty quick. He'll probably have a turn sooner or later, and his basic attack is a striking attack. Okay, yeah, I kind of figured that Mitsuru might be a little faster. Oh, they're weak to piercing as well. That one I did not expect. A good bit of extra information. Yeah, nice to start a run in Tartarus with an all-out attack. I spent that 15,000 or so yen picking up a Persona, so let's make some of that back.
That certainly went well.
A shadow.
They were weak to... is it ice? Wind. Alright. Thank you, Fuka. I've still got that accessory that recovers a little bit of my SP every turn, so I'm not needing to be as conservative with it. I still don't want to blow through it too fast. I can take advantage of these elemental attacks when I have them. There, that was a great one to start with. I mean, I'd still probably prefer the Fool for the experience gain, but any fusions I make from now until the end of the day, they're going to just be that much stronger. They'll get that little bit more experience, so that's nice. Kind of nice if we can find the lost being on floor 72 and get back downstairs, because now I do feel better about fusing some Persona. There was a shadow in this next room. I know there was.
Hey, there's a treasure chest.
Uh-oh. Kind of got lucky there. Nope. I'm not as fast with this Persona equipped. Oh, that's nice. Yeah, she's got both abilities. Yeah, she's got the piercing to knock down the statue side of things, the wind for the others.
Nicely done, Takuba. Great, Yukari-chan.
All right.
Nicely done, Takuba. This should end it.
Yukari was not holding back today.
That went great.
Perfect. Just what we hoped for.
That's the treasure. 3 more Malachites. I said it yesterday, but gems mean so much more now that the antique store is available. I still don't have any of those base crafting materials to make anything new with, but the gems can be exchanged for other things as well. Feels like a very linear floor. Nothing wrong
We
with
found
that.
the stairs. Let's go.
A lot harder for me to get lost in a hallway.
Oh, there's a treasure chest.
A slightly bigger floor. Enemy shadow that way. Yeah, it does take a little bit of room to build up the momentum here. Oh, and I'm still slower.
It's our chance to go first. 2 enemies. You can take them.
Ooh, that one's frozen. That should be a free critical hit. Very nice.
That's it. Enemy down. Let's finish this. Enemy defeated. You're doing great, Yukari-chan.
Weak to light. And they use dark, specifically Mudo, which is a bad news attack for me. Were there? There's just the one. It's pretty weak already. Akihiko's probably capable of finishing it off. But if he doesn't, I really don't want to get shot by Mudo. So preemptively, I'm just going to go with Baphomet there, just on the off chance that we okay. I overthought it, but I'd rather overthink it than to underthink it. I've already got High Pixie. Don't really need Arrow Rain, so how about some experience? Maybe it'll get you Mitsuru that level. Nope, not yet.
Now then, let's get back to work.
Yeah, Matador is a lot faster. We'll start with Matador. Ooh, there's the teleporter, 1 floor too soon. The treasure chest is coming up. Okay. Yeah, I figured there'd be a shadow down there somewhere.
Hey, that looks like a rare chest.
A rare chest probably means it's going to take a Twilight Fragment.
Hit him hard and fast.
Weak to wind, weak to piercing and striking, weak to light. No, piercing, striking, both good things. Okay, you're single target light, right? Yeah. I can target that one and then pass off to Yukari, and she should be able to run the rest of them down. Hopefully. Up to her. She's got free will, but if I were writing it up, that's how things would go. And it looks like she's following my mental plan. Thank you, Yukari. Perfect.
Nicely done, Takuma.
Always nice when these strategies come together and you just see it all come into place. There they go. Well, the game really feels like it wants me to pick up Neko Shogun. I guess, why not? I've got the space for it. It could be a good ingredient for something going forward. I've got 2 open spaces, so better to fill them with something than nothing. And there was that level for Mitsuru.
Good teamwork, everyone. Now on to the next.
Ooh. These blue ones are especially nice because they are Twilight Fragments.
Oh, can we go up those stairs?
Kinda pays for opening this chest. Exactly pays for it. Doesn't just kinda do it. A Spirit Talisman. What does a Spirit Talisman do? Plus 30 SP, that's nice. That's a nice upgrade for Fuka. She doesn't seem to need armor or footwear quite as much, and she doesn't even use a weapon because she's our support, but she definitely needs more SP because her abilities rely on that. So I'm happy to have her have that. We found the stairs. So 72 is our target destination floor. Okay, we kind of figured as much. It was going to be a cat based on what we saw for everybody's activities for the day, but I'm getting a faint reading of a living thing. It could be a person, so please try looking for them.
Okay,
I have a faint signal, but it's there. You just have to find them.
we gotta keep moving.
All right, there's a shadow.
There's a shadow.
Oof. See, I didn't quite build up enough speed there. I still was able to attack from behind, thankfully.
Has to go first. 2 enemies. You can take them.
Weak to ice. That's good. I can just attack that then. You know, Mitsuru should be next to knock them both down, and I can get that slashing information out of them. That works. Knocked them both down.
Now's your chance.
Here we come. There's no way. Don't you dare run. It's over.
Again, I guess we'll take the experience in this situation.
Crushing victory.
Another malachite. I'll take
Do
that.
the same thing for our next fight.
All right, there is our target. Anything else to see of? Yeah, why not?
It's a treasure.
And the treasure chest. A nice finish there.
I'll be able to stand the enemy soon.
These are weak to fire. Matador does not have that ability, but Baphomet does. Well, I just noticed Akihiko's got those Jack Frost gloves on that we gave him the other day. Or were they Pyro Jack? Yeah, they might have been Pyro Jack. But either way, they looked good on him. And amethyst.
Doing pretty well.
Treasure chest, that's right. Those were the stairs around the corner. Ooh, a lot of money. Again, I don't want to jinx it, but I'm feeling pretty good so far with what we've seen and experienced. Wouldn't take much for that to quickly turn, but so far so good.
Hey, do you see something over there?
Sure do. There's a cat that looks pretty nonchalant. What a description of a cat. You know, and how fitting. You know, a cat wanders into Tartarus. And is it scared? No, it can't be bothered. It's like, oh yeah, I'm here. I teased the shadows for a while. I knocked some stuff over. I did my cat stuff. I'm just here.
What?
Huh? There's a kitty in a place like this? Anyway, we need to protect it. Please come back to the entrance immediately. We definitely do need to take care of the cat. Yeah, we are taking the cat back, of course.
Yes.
Understood. I'll wait for you at the entrance. The cat offered me something it was holding in its mouth. Maybe it's a thank you gift. It's a bit damp, but I think I could still use it. 3 Twilight Fragments. Thank you, thank you.
Welcome back.
Welcome back. I'm so relieved you were able to save that kitty. It can stay here for now. We'll send it off safely when the time comes. The lover's card is glowing. Oh yeah, that was being... That's not related to the cat. That was just related to fusing shadows for the rest of the day. Which is a good reminder that I was going to do that while we're here. And kind of restructure the party a bit, since Mitsuru leveled up. She's not a persona, though. She's in the stats category. Just to get everybody in line here, just kind of the way I'm used to. So we'll add Junpei to the party, since he and Akihiko both need levels more now. And we'll just kind of keep shuffling people in and out and trying to keep pace with everybody this way. Yeah. Yeah. The cat, that's what I was thinking about, and just kind of wondering if animals can be sensitive to the dark hour like us. Do animals transmogrify during the dark hour? I mean, how does that work? Does this cat have the same potential we do? I guess it seems the shadows are capable of luring people during the dark hour, so maybe it did the same with the cat. Kind of like we saw with Natsuki Moriyama. Didn't seem like she's got the same potential to use a persona that we do, but she was still able to come out during the dark hour because the shadows beckoned her. So maybe that's what happened with the cat. Well, let's register our personas and see what we can fuse now that we get that bonus.
Registering, I see. Will you register? I've completed registration. Is overriding all registered? Will you register it to all registered?
Kind of just, going through this at a nice quick pace. I've said it before, and just, it seems easier in my brain to just really quickly see them like
Will
this.
you register it to all registered? Is overriding.
I could just mark the ones I know that I want, because I'm pretty sure it's just going to be Principality, Neko, Shogun, and Hypixie that don't get registered, but
Is overriding all registered?
some peace of mind of doing it that way. Okay. So yes, those are all registered now, so what can we fuse?
What kind of persona do you desire?
I can make up to level 30, so up to Genbu here.
Seeing what personas
So
come
yeah, there was a
to be
fortune
is
that could only be
great
made.
joy of mine.
There's only one combination for Kushimitama here, so let's start here.
This would be a wise choice.
Ooh, it's got a good healing ability. A couple wind attacks. Totally resistant to wind damage. Slightly resistant to electric damage, and weak to fire. One of the 4 aspects of Shinto thought, it uses its power to bring good omens. It is said to aid in one's wisdom, observation, and skill, and can mend fractured paths. Sounds like a good addition to the group. Good balanced stats. Slightly more focused on magic. Agility leaves a bit to be desired, but can't have it all, right?
Please choose what skills to inherit.
Ooh, a lot of good choices today. Some ice, some light. Single target better healing, or party-wide light healing? Or counter? Hard to know what it's going to learn either. Actually, maybe I can gain that knowledge. Okay, I kind of wondered if I was going to see one of those abilities disappear if I picked one of those over the other. But they didn't, so it is a choice. Well, probably in a pinch, it's better to have the ability to give a bit more single target healing, right?
Fair amount of extra power.
It's finally
We've got a lot of good balance. I'm sure we've got other personas out there that can heal as well, so I don't want to focus too much on just staring at the cards here. But I'm happy with that choice, I think. Always nice to see new persona come about as well. I'm Kushimitama. I'll make sure you stay in shape. Come on, we can take on this mystery of a world together, just you and me. Very nice. Ooh, regenerate 2, that's a nice ability. That's going to, yeah, automatically restore 4% of my max HP each turn in battle. So I could make Lovers, Star, and Magician. Oh, and Temperance. I don't have a Star social link yet, but as nice as Matador has been, this would be a nice use of Principality as well to open up another spot to find some persona.
All the time you need to consider.
There's also Queen Meb here. Kind of want to hold on to a Moon and a Devil, so yeah, let's go this way. I've already got Jikoku 10 for strength, so I can part with Matador. Matador was so fast, that was nice.
This persona is powerful.
Well, Satanta's not slow. It's going to learn an electric attack. There's going to be no bonus here, though, since we don't have any social link unlocked. It's resistant to piercing, fully resistant to electrical, weak to fire, and weak to dark. So, yeah, those are some kind of rough weaknesses. A brave young man in Celtic myth. After defeating a fierce guard dog, he volunteered to take its place, earning him the nickname Hound of Culane.
Please choose what skills to inherit.
I'm not seeing that growth ability I was really hoping to kind of get put through my group. Dodge fire actually is appropriate here, though, considering he's weak to fire. Auto Sukukaja. Yeah, that isn't bad either. I've also got Auto Tarukaja on there. I talked about the other day about having Dekunda around is nice. Is that nullifying debuffs for allies. I've got other, I was going to say, it wouldn't be bad to have light or ice here, but I do have other options for that. So let's keep this on hand, just in case we all get debuffed in some capacity and need to cure that.
It seems no new powers have...
A new power emerges.
This is just kind of one of those forward-looking personas. Once I do have a Star social link, it'll be nice to have the ability to have a persona on hand sooner than later. Kind of that opposite of what we encountered with Mutatsu-san, since I don't have any tower personas just yet. And yet I've been interacting with him. So one of these days we'll meet whoever the Star social link is, and we'll be ready. I am Satanta. If anyone dares to bother you, I'll strangle them to death without batting an eye. Wow, alright. That's quite the guardian. Yeah, I think that's a good handful of new personas for now. Anything else I could make is going to consume some personas I'd probably rather hold on to.
Are you finished?
So let's resume our climb.
We look forward to your next visit.
Actually, this will be resuming our climb, too. We won't be continuing from floor 72. We'll head back to 77. Work up as high as we can. We noticed a lot of people were making it to around floor 80, so, maybe. I don't want to, again, metagame too much on that, but what did I accomplish? Elizabeth?
Good day.
Oh, I was pretty close on the number of fusions made. That's really all it could be, I think.
Are you accepting a request?
Yeah, fusion milestone number 3.
Let's hear the results.
Thank you for your assistance. Please take these as your reward. 5 more Twilight Fragments. Thank you, Elizabeth. Oh, and there wasn't a milestone after that, so we've just got three tasks left. Fourthal document. Open 2 more treasures. And hunt 74 shadows.
I won't insist you do anything, but it'd be great.
It would be great if we did, and I shall.
Very well, then.
All right, we move the team around a little bit. No, we won't shuffle around equipment that much, so there's no need to go that in-depth. But let's continue. The dark hour's ticking away. So we are going to use the teleporter this time around. A little anxious coming in with the level 28s in Akihiko and Junpei, but hopefully... Oh, did we find all the missing persons? I just noticed that mark there. I think we did. I think it was just the cat.
Good day. Come to think of it.
Oh, I didn't think there'd actually be a question here. Oh, your aura seems very different from usual. Did something happen? Yeah, we went to the beach.
Oh my.
Ah, the beach. Perhaps I'm picking up the ocean scent lingering on you. Regardless, I'm glad you were able to enjoy yourself. Alright, that's good.
Very well then.
And she didn't mention anything else about anybody, creatures, or people being lost, so I'm going to assume that means there aren't any, and we will continue our exploration from floor 77. Who do I have equipped? And is it somebody fast? 27 for the Emperor here. That's probably going to be our quickest. Attack, accuracy, and evasion all getting boosted to start the fight with Satanta there, though. That's not bad. I'm still going to go this direction, though. We'll still get that attack bonus this way, too. So yeah, that works. Probably going to be switching back and forth since I've got Akihiko in the party.
Think about how I should fight in my head, but it's a lot harder to pull off in practice.
Isn't that the truth on so many things? Yeah, I'm great at having a plan in my head, but executing, somehow that just doesn't always work quite so well.
Keep moving.
Okay. I see the shadow over there, so I want to build up some speed.
Now that those giant faces on the walls are gone,
It's not as scary, she says. Yeah, that's true. The world has definitely changed. Mock wheel.
I'm still setting up. It'll take a little more
Getting
time.
slashing and striking.
What to do?
I've got nobody resistant to striking. And we don't have Mitsuru with us, so I guess ice is going to be something I'm going to be trying to see a lot of. Well, this is weak to slashing. I really don't want to go that direction. Yeah. Kushimitama. Oh, it's frozen. That's nice. Pretty critical hit. I'll take that knowledge. $3,000 more yen.
And that's how it's done.
Perfecto.
There was a shadow down there. I figured there probably would be.
Shadow up ahead. We taking it out?
I'll start preparing the analysis.
Devoted Cupid. Piercing attacks. Oh, I'm still looking at ice, I guess. That's really where my mind should be. You're not weak to piercing, so that is good. I guess there's also dark and light that I should be considering. Ice works just as well, though. I said it the other day, and it's kind of nice getting to these new areas and having that time to go through and relearn enemy weaknesses. I guess relearn implies that we knew them before, but... Ooh. That's a nice persona to use as an ingredient. But money... I'm going to take the persona. Once we fill those slots, it'll be easier to focus on the money.
Good teamwork, everyone. Now on to the next.
All this sprinting makes it sometimes a little harder to stop for these bits of the tower.
Found the stairs. Want to climb up?
Let's get a move on, party
I
people.
think I see the stairs straight ahead through there. I definitely see the stairs that way, so woo. Enemy shadow lurking in the corner there.
Didn't we just pass this area?
Yes, we got the advantage.
Okay, we know they're weak to ice.
Already scanned this one.
Ice and dark, that's a rough combo. I'm not sure I've got anybody that meets those criteria. I mean, I've got one for dark here, but I'm not sure I can use an attack and then switch persona like that. Well, I guess let's not wait too long. Let's make a plan. Ooh, yeah, that one is resistant to ice, I suppose. Totally resistant to it. Yeah, okay, yeah, there's no changing at this point. Well, I suppose we know nothing else about that. We know everything else about the golden beetle, though. Only weak to dark. We don't know about light for the... Oh, it's going to reflect light. Maybe I don't want to do that. You know what? Let's slash it. Okay, I'll take a critical hit there.
That's just unfair.
They're really going into understanding the weaknesses of those new enemies. Oh, it's weak to fire as well. Ooh, those strike attacks definitely seem more likely to critically hit. Poor Junpei, but very nice follow up here with Yukari healing him up. A good comeback. Alright, now's my chance, hopefully, to avenge Junpei and go with a dark attack.
I'll go with persona.
It's going to be a weaker all-out attack, though, because, well, it's not going to be an all-out attack at all.
Good work out there.
I was just thinking we haven't seen a Major Arcana in a while, but we got probably the best one that was out there, so I will take that. More experience for the rest of the night. Not a ton of time left, but enough to take some advantage of it. I gained a level. I'm very happy there. Something new I can fuse now.
Okay, let's keep on exploring.
Brings the team's average level up that little bit more.
There's a chest.
Another nice gem. That's where we started. Kind of rely on that mini-map to really know what's around these corners as I'm, sprinting too fast. It's a lot easier to run into trouble, like kind of literally running. Ooh. Yeah. Not focusing on that anymore. If I run at these guys, they're already really skittish and they will run away, but...
Hey, isn't that one different from...
Yeah, they do like to show up in parties.
Shadow, do your best to take it down.
A lot of resistances. But I have my theurgy gauge, same logic as yesterday. Let's employ the Jack Brothers again. Okay, that's a good start.
Leader's taken down 2 at once.
Ooh, this is a tough choice now. Do I...
What's next?
I could attack it myself.
What to do?
Or I could, swap over here. There's a critical boost for Jikoku 10, so maybe I'll have a better chance of striking it critically. That works too.
Just about what I expected.
Would have liked to shuffle time out of it, but I'll take what I can get. 4,000 experience is definitely nice, and that rustic coin we know is worth 7,000.
Alright, now, back to business.
Yeah, that was good. Back to business, he says casually. That should cover this floor. Yeah, no chest hiding underneath the floor designation.
Oh, stairs.
It would kind of figure if this is a... It's not. Okay. What is this? It's different from any response I've gotten so far, or until now. It's shrouded. It doesn't seem like a shadow. It's larger and seems almost like a wall. How curious. It is curious, but let's take a closer look.
In that case,
Well, fortune favors the brave, right? Besides, we didn't come this far by running away from our fights. That is true. Elizabeth told us as much yesterday, and to approach these things and to be brave, and we'll be rewarded for it. So let's do that. Okay then. Going by the signal, I'm getting it. Shouldn't be far from you. Let's not run too crazy fast forward here.
Hey, there's a treasure chest.
It looks kind of like one of those direct paths where it's going to be kind of hard to deviate from where it wants us to go so far. And then things open up a little bit. Ah, shadow.
Hey,
A good mixed unit here.
Could be a good test of your strength. But don't get careless.
Fire, ice, dark. Well, we know fire works. I don't know much about Mach Wheel, but I'm going to go with the dark side of things for the beetle. Oh, I guess I could also hit with Maragi. And Fuka's got her Theurgy ready. That's good. I am actually going to hit with Maragi. That might finish off the one. It'll knock the next down. Have anything else we haven't tried yet? How about... This will cover so that Akihiko can focus on... Well, that works too. Okay. I was going to say, I could use Zio there, then we'll know whether it's weak to electricity or not. It was. Nice fight. High Pixie, ailment boost, or the money. That's Yukari's level.
Going pretty well.
That went really well. Don't scare me like that, Fuka. There it is. Oh, yeah, that's different.
This is...
Is this a door? Could you please get a little closer to it for me? Very cool design. Kind of intimidating. The mysterious readings seem to be coming from this door. Could this be the door Elizabeth was talking about? I should check it out. I sense shadows behind the door as well. If you plan on entering, please proceed with caution. Yeah, thanks for the info. Okay, please go ahead and open the door. I like everybody repositions with Junpei, moving up ahead to the front there. That's so Junpei. Well, I'm not sure what we're going to face, but we look like we've got enough HP to hopefully be ready for whatever it is. It'd be kind of nice if my Theurgy gauge was full, but it was nice beating that rare shadow with it, so... Yes, we got to enjoy that. So, ooh, cool. This place is... It feels different in here compared to outside. It looks different in here compared to outside, too. The atmosphere is unstable, and the walls look like they're rippling. My powers aren't working very well here. I can at least tell that this is not a very large area, but please be careful. Well, I can see a very ominous glowing figure ahead, which makes me think this is a good chance to rely on this Sylphid aura. Take some extra defense and speed. Yeah, that'd be great.
Yes.
Don't know what we're coming up against, but this is kind of just that little bit of extra insurance. All right, let's do our best. I detect a shadow ahead. It seems to be a very powerful one. It looks like we have no choice but to fight it if we want to keep going. I'm ready.
All right.
All right, come and get me. I am glad Yukari is here. I'm glad everybody's here, but having a dedicated healer just really puts my mind at a bit more ease.
I'll be able to scan the enemy soon.
Elegant Mother.
It's a strong one. Be on your guard.
We know nothing about it.
What to do?
Hard to even plan a defense that way. Well, this has a lot of good elemental coverages, and I can attack with light. Nobody else has light, so that'll be... We can rely on wind, electricity, and fire from the others. 104, that's... Ah, status effect. For everybody, that's rough. That's resistant to wind. Ow. Ooh, and if we've got status effect, I don't believe that lets us do an all-out attack either. It's weak to fire.
That's a knockdown from Yuko.
Alright. This might be a time to call in for Fuka's help.
Do this. Yes, for my friends.
Okay, some party-wide healing. That's definitely nice here.
Keep an eye on your health.
I don't think I've got anything that can remove poison across the entire party. Sure don't. Okay. Well, that's unfortunate. But I can attack with an element that it's weak to, doing a little bit more damage. Maybe leaving it dizzy, and it should help fill my theurgy gauge, if nothing else. That was a nice solid hit.
You hit a weakness.
Oh, it's shock, too. I forgot about that.
One more. Yukari-chan, that was amazing. Nice. Banana landed a good one.
What to do?
Okay. Well, that definitely had its challenges, but I'm glad it came together the way it did. Really lucky that it was shocked early on. Ooh. Yeah, let's boost all the persona we have on hand. Endurance, agility, and luck of all the personas in my possession increased by 2. Very nice. Level up for Fuka. Something welled up within me even more than usual during battle.
Okay.
I don't sense any more enemies around. Oh, there's a treasure chest further ahead. That's a different kind of chest. I wonder if that shadow was guarding this. I don't think we've run into this before. Please inspect it. I always have that fear in games with like unique things like that. If I inspect this one, will I lose the chance to grab the other one? Or vice versa? 3 amethysts. Okay, didn't lose this chance on this one. Yeah, this... Okay, so that's the Kirijo logo on the side there. Okay. It looks like that was... Or it looks like what the chairman gave you before, doesn't it, Shima-kun? It sure does. It's apparently really rare. I'm surprised to see it in a place like this. Maybe the owner of the antique shop could craft it into a piece of equipment for me. Looks like you've seen everything here. Good job. I think it's a good time to leave now. Please exit back out the door. Yeah, I think that's a good idea. I think healing it's a good idea too. Or healing us. That feels better. Swap the faster persona back in. Alright. Back on track. Running out of time, so we'll just keep moving as far as we can and make as much progress as we can in the time we have left.
What?
What was that? It's as if the energy from the door surged through the entire floor. Oh, I can see the floor layout. This makes it easier for me to guide you now. Okay, so that was a monad door. Sometimes a monad door will appear in Tartarus. Defeating the special enemy inside will trigger a special shuffle time where major arcana cards appear more frequently. It seemed odd that there were two of them after that fight, so that makes sense. Defeating the special enemy will also reveal the layout of the current floor and the floor directly above it once you exit through the door. The monad door is an unstable contraption. When one appears on a floor, the door will lose its power and become inaccessible if you move to another floor, even if you return using a teleporter on the same day. Okay, so if we see a door, we open a door. If we don't open a door, it stays closed forever. Can you please return here? I'd like to go through what we know about that door. Luckily, there seems to be a teleporter nearby. I do feel a little reluctant, but sure thing. She wouldn't call me back if it wasn't important, so I'm not going to be that guy. It's like, if you say so. Oh, okay. Thank you. I'll be waiting at the entrance. There's also a treasure. Oh, the teleporter is right there. I said I would. I shouldn't go back on that word.
Hey, there's a treasure chest.
We got the upper hand.
I'm still setting up. It'll take a little more time. One enemy eliminated.
Good to go. Do it. I'll take it from here.
Fire and weak to striking and piercing here. So yeah, we'll just let Akihiko knock this one down.
Follow my lead. Punch you down.
Nice fight. Nice victory pose there.
This is over. Good teamwork, everyone. Now on.
The stairs. I really want to go up those stairs, but I said I'd take the teleporter, so I won't leave the floor, but I see a chest up there, so I'm going to grab that chest and fight that shadow at the very least. I don't think that goes against my promise.
Dude, ain't that a rare?
We won't know it hit them.
All weak to light. I can handle that. I can definitely handle that, apparently. I didn't realize I was fast enough with Lamia here. Fills my theurgy gauge. That's that really shame. I do want to kind of keep going. I've only got probably about 10 minutes left in the dark hour, though. All out attack damage up. Let's take that and let's just see. Maybe Fuka just wants to talk briefly.
Doing pretty well.
Attack mirror. We found one of those the other day. I shouldn't whine about it. Time is a limited resource, and this makes more sense as to why a lot of people made it to floor 80 for their average floors. And that actually would keep me on pace as well, so it would kind of be that little bit of a greed feeling to want to continue. Again, though, it's just trying to make the most of what we have. Sorry to cut your exploration short, but can you please come back for now? In a bit. Nope, I'll do it. Okay, I'll be waiting for you. Fuka and the others are talking about the door from earlier.
If I may say so.
Oh, nice to have Elizabeth cut in here. Tom, may I borrow you for a moment? So as far as they're concerned, I'm just going to kind of walk off by myself over here and just kind of stare off. It would appear you faced the threat beyond that door. A door connecting to the tunnel, which was created within Tartarus. Perhaps an appropriate name for it would be a monad door. The shadows that congregate past such doors will prove to be a valuable means of accelerating your growth. I must know how you fared. Did your enemies provide you with a challenge? They did. It went down easily enough, but if that fight dragged out any further, it would have been problematic. So it was a rough fight. It could have taken a turn in a bad direction very quickly. Yeah, excellent. I'm pleased to hear that. I believe challenging more daunting foes will act as a sort of shortcut in your development. Okay. Within reason, yeah. On another note, I've detected some sort of structure on the 91st floor. It emanates an energy not dissimilar to the door you entered. The dimensions of a structure resembling a tunnel. One might call that a monad passage. That feels different than a monad door. Entering this passage may provide you with another opportunity to test your mettle. For the time being, I will log that investigation as a personal request. I've received a new request from Elizabeth.
Very well, then.
I look forward to observing your continual progress. A monad door. And a passage, too. Tartarus is never going to stop being a mystery to me. About that door, it appears to lead to a side path in Tartarus. In short, if you're heading for the top, taking that path would be considered a detour of sorts. However, it seems like you'll be able to obtain something down that path that should prove helpful to exploring. Depending on how prepared you are, it may be a good idea to try these doors. Yeah, based on what we saw, I could see that being valuable. Well, there's a few minutes left in the dark hour, but probably not enough to continue climbing.
Good day. Here are my requests.
Okay, so it automatically picked up that Traverse the Monad Passage request. And that's on floor 91, so that's 11 floors away. Not terribly far away. And we found enough treasure chests here to report this. Thank you for your assistance. Please take these as your reward. 2 precious eggs, SP recovery items. And no new requests.
Very well, then.
Okay, well, like I say, as much fun as it would be to continue, I think I'm going to listen to reason.
Good day.
Yes, I think I see another exclamation mark. Let's come back to that in a second. May I have a moment of your time? Do you mind escorting me yet again? This time, I would like to go to a location known as Naganaki Shrine.
I shall be waiting then.
If you have the time, then please come fetch me, so long as the sun is out. Yeah, that'll definitely be fun. Do I have to accept
Here are my
that?
requests.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I love Naganaki Shrine anyway, so to share that with Elizabeth and see her take on it, that's going to be a lot of fun.
Very well, then.
But yeah, like I was saying, as much as I would love to continue climbing, I'm going to listen to reason and probably call it here. We'll stop in the Velvet Room and register our personas. I'll take a look and maybe see what I can fuse, since I've got that little bit of a bonus today. I've got a good collection of persona here. Kind of nice to use Neko Shogun for something, since I've got a better star in Satanta there. And I don't have a star social link anyway, so I really don't need 2 copies of it. Seeing everybody else, though, I've got good coverage for the other social links that I do have around. I've still got a moon here for Suimitsu. I've got a devil. I can't make a tower yet. Actually, maybe I can. I think 31 was the level I needed. It might have been 32, but maybe I could make one for my time with Mutatsu-san. It's always kind of rough leaving Tartarus with everybody's theurgy gauges looking where they are, but what can you do? How close did they get to leveling up? 1100 and 682. Not terribly close, but not too far. So yeah, we're right around level 30 for our average now. Couple 28s bring us down, and those couple 31s kind of counter that. So yeah, I'm not too far off. Floor 80, that was where everybody else had made it, so I'm keeping pace there. I've got 97,000 yen plus some things to sell. So yeah, that should be good for tomorrow's sale. Let's save it. Yeah, no more climbing today. It's kind of a shame to not reach that two-way teleporter, but maybe the subsequent, retraversal of those areas won't be as taxing on us. It's also that not knowing where the next two-way teleporter is. I mean, it could be the next floor, or it could be 5 floors away, and I don't really want to continue too far beyond an hour. I mean, nothing says I have to limit it to an hour, but it's just kind of been fun to play the series that way, so gives us another reason to come back another night.
Registering personas? is overriding. I've completed registration. Will you register it to the...
Not only did everybody gain some experience, but there's also those stats they gained from the
overriding.
the agility, the luck, and the endurance that we found from whichever card that was, the Emperor or Empress.
Will you register it? All registered.
Kind of feel like I shouldn't be talking too much while going through this. Not that there's a whole lot of ways I can do something wrong.
Will you register?
If there's a way, I've got a good ability to find it.
Is overriding. I've completed registration. Will you register it? I've completed registration.
And I know Neko Shogun wasn't, and Mitra wasn't. Okay, that's good. So the compendium's all up to date now.
Please take a look.
It is 31% complete. That's kind of amazing to think.
I, too, get...
Are you satisfied with
Whoa,
this?
whoa. Too fast. Okay. I don't quite remember making Pale Rider, but apparently I have, because it doesn't say it's new. It's not till level 33 I can make my next one. And okay, level 31 is a tower persona.
All
Eligor.
will almost please choose the persona. Well, then. Shall we take a look?
Ooh, there, I could make Eligor. That would take my fortune persona, and Kushimitama was a nice persona. Do I have a chariot on me? That's...
Take all the time you need to consider.
It's kind of interesting, you know, the art club and the fashion club would both get fused away to make Eligor. But those are both school-based activities, so it seems less likely that I'm going to have a chance to do much with them. I mean, I can't exactly speak for what summer's going to be for sure, but I feel like there's a greater chance I'll have time to spend with Mutatsu-san than I will with Bebe or with Hiraga.
This would be a wise choice.
Imposing figure. Good balance of stats. And I'm going to get that bonus as well for having the Lover's Major Arcana from tonight. So yeah, I think this is a good fusion to make while we're here. One of the 72 demons of the Goetia. He looks like a knight and has the power to see things to come. He also knows much about wars. And we know that this is important as an ingredient for a special fusion, so all the more reason to have it. It's resistant to dark and to piercing, fully resistant to fire, and weak to electric. It knows Revolution, which, like I said the other day, isn't exactly one of my favorite abilities, but everything's got a use in some capacity, so I don't really want to totally outright dismiss it.
What do you wish to inherit?
What can we take along? Ooh, regenerate, that's nice. A healing. Ooh, there's a lot of good choices here. And it's pretty balanced between strength and magic, leaning, of course, a bit more towards strength. I can only take 3 of these abilities, though.
What do you wish to inherit?
I mean, having 3 nice elemental coverages in ice, wind, and light would be pretty nice. I know I've got other revival, personas. Yeah, let's go that way.
It appears it will receive a fair amount of extra power.
It's
Nice to get that little bit of a bonus here. Yeah, I feel okay with that choice. And always nice to see a new persona as well. I can always resummon it from the compendium at a not insignificant cost. It'll be money spent, not money wasted. I am Eligor. I shall become your strength and secure you a future filled with days of love and war. All right. The love part sounds good. The war, not so much, but you get a little bit more power. Cruel attack and pierce boost. Oh, and a fire ability. That's some nice widespread elemental coverage. I like that. Very nice. Okay. That's a good stopping point for our fusions tonight.
Are you finished?
I am. So, Igor, Elizabeth, thank you so much for your help. Elizabeth, I will continue to work on those requests. And Igor, I can't wait to see you again.
We look forward to your next visit.
Nice getting to the end of a night, too, like this. And just, like I say, I would love to keep going, but the dark hour ends within seconds here, probably. It's definitely been about that hour, maybe a little longer than that. So, kind of got to play by the rules and limit my time. We rescued that cat as well, so it'd be nice to get that out to safety where it belongs. Yeah, let's save our game here, of course. And head back to the dorm.
Oh, hello.
Do you want to stop for tonight? I don't really want to stop, but circumstances being what they are, we're running out of time, so it's a good time to stop. We need to stop. Let's call it quits. All right. Please get a good night's rest, everyone. And that looks like it takes us to the end of Sunday. I'll take us back to the desk and let's talk a bit. Okay, so here we are. That was the end of Sunday, July 26th. It was another good day. Another one that felt a bit longer. Always kind of does when we make it to Tartarus in the evening, but it was a good start to our summer vacation, I think. Nice to not have any immediate pressures in the morning. Nice to have a couple texts from people wanting to spend some time with me. Did a bit of shopping at Tanaka's Amazing Commodities. Talked to everybody around the dorm. Got to see Ken, along with everybody else. Did my walk around town. Stopped in a variety of different places. Yeah, I mean, it was just, kind of an unremarkable daytime side of things. Spent the remainder of the daytime doing some online gaming with Maya, which was always fun. That one didn't advance our social link rank any, but it was enough to get us closer together and just have that fun time. We gamed, we explored, we chatted. It was just that perfect break again from those responsibilities and things we need to do. Doing something that we know we both love. Can you really ask for better when you've got the free time? I felt great about that. So pretty quickly it felt like we came to the evening then. Again, checked in with everybody. They were talking about what would happen to the world as more and more people become, sufferers of apathy syndrome, they become the lost, and what that would mean for the order of society in general. It was a very dark path of thinking, but it wasn't necessarily a wrong one, so that's just all the more motivation for us to put an end to the dark hour and things like apathy syndrome. And kind of in keeping with that mentality, everybody was available, so it felt like another good night to go to Tartarus. Kind of a little bit different there when we got there as well. There was a cat that had wandered into Tartarus. So it was it was a good diversion to go and rescue the cat. It was back down on floor 72. So I was able to kind of swap the party around and level us all up a bit more evenly and go rescue that cat. So that was nice. And then continue on from floor 77 where we had left off. We didn't make it quite as far as we did last night. It wasn't the 9-floor jump or whatever it had been. We only went from 77 up to 80. And technically even that I don't think is going to stay because once we come back, it's going to be resuming from that two-way teleporter on 77. But we found a new type of structure within Tartarus. A big door with a cool red crest on it called a monad door. It seemed to be, like Fuka described it, as like a side passage in Tartarus that didn't advance us any higher, but it had a strong shadow within and it had a couple treasure chests. The ones in this area had some gems and an ingredient that we can use at the antique store to craft new accessories in this case. So anytime I see one of those doors, the game seemed to highly encourage I make use of them. If I don't use a door when I pass it, then it won't be able to be open for the rest of the night. So yeah, I mean, as Elizabeth also said, it's a good chance to test yourself and to get stronger and kind of just shorten that path of getting stronger. So all good things, definitely things to make use of going forward. So yeah, like I said, we didn't make it that much higher. We got to floor 80, went back down and talked about it, and we just have that new understanding of a new way to experience the tower. I was able to fuse a couple new persona, see everybody gain a little bit more level progress, and just really feel like I'm keeping pace with everybody else. So I feel good about that. It was kind of that balance to the other side of the day with the relaxation time during the afternoon to do something productive and to get us ready for that full moon in less than 2 weeks now. So yeah, the dark hour came and went, felt pretty quick, but we made use of every minute of it. Time ran out, we made our way back to the dorm to get to sleep, and summer vacation continues tomorrow. No school. The day should be ours, so hopefully we've got something fun planned and in the works for the week. I say that, I've also got track practice because we've got that track meet on August 2nd, so that might take some of my time tomorrow, but that'll be fun in its own way. Either way, nice to accomplish things today and have a new week coming into us that seems like it'll be a fun one. So that is the end of Sunday, July 26th. I want to thank you so much for sharing it with me. It's always nice to have you here. Anytime you want to come, I would definitely welcome you. I stream the series every day at 12:30 Eastern Time, so whenever that works for you, I've got a spot on the couch ready for you. I also upload each of these days' playthroughs to my YouTube channel, so if that works better for your schedule, I totally understand. The whole series is available there to watch as much or as little as you want at your pace. And yeah, let's just continue having a great day. I hope your Sunday is going well. Hopefully it's peaceful, you're getting done the things you need to do, and it's got you in the right mindset to hit the week running tomorrow and just make the most of it. I'll try to do the same. So I've been Tom Shima. Thank you again for being here. I hope I can see you again tomorrow. And until our paths do cross again, take care. Thank you very much, and goodbye.